Okay, so for this one, I didn't even know that a trailer was ready until I saw it just very recently. I'm not sure if this is for James Bond, the movie titled No Time to Die. I'm not sure if this is the one where they're doing the changes where 007 is going to be a black female. She's taking over his code label or whatever the heck, or if this is a different one, because I don't remember how many more movies Daniel Craig was supposed to be doing in this series. Now, I like the James Bond movies. Okay, they're not at the top of my list. They're not my super favorite, but there are a couple that I really do like. Now, before the one that is currently my favorite one came out, my favorite James Bond was the second one, From Russia with Love. I don't know why. Maybe it was because the very first time I saw it was a long time ago. We rented it from the library when you had projectors, big projectors, and you would physically bring the projector home yourself and load the reels up and watch it. Yes, that's how old I am, you guys. And I grew up without a TV, so watching something like that was pretty exciting. And I think that might have been the very first James Bond I saw. So maybe that's why it was my favorite for so long. And I have seen all of them at some point or another. Haven't really seen them in order necessarily, but I have seen them all. And it wasn't until Skyfall came out that, you know, I was really, no, I wouldn't say it wasn't until, I would say Skyfall replaced From Russia with Love as my absolute favorite. It was so well done, you guys. I mean, that was like the first James Bond movie, even though I would get into them, but that was the first one that was just really had me captivated. And I don't know if it was because of the performance of Javier Bardem, or if it was just the storyline, just the way it was all written, how it was done. I don't know if it was, I can't tell you. It was so good to me. And maybe it was also because at the time I saw it, I was sick as could be with the flu, and I could do nothing but just sit in this chair and try to work while I'm dealing with a fever and just watch stuff when I didn't feel good enough to do anything. And so no, actually I wasn't working at the time with what I'm doing now. So there was nothing more but to just sit here or lay down, feel miserable when I'm not sleeping. What do? Bored to death, watch stuff. So I watched a whole lot of stuff during that particular week. And Skyfall was one of them. And I remember it was so good. And now I don't know how much of that was because my brain was on fire with the fever, or if it was really good. But every time I've seen it, I've still liked it. So I think it was just, I just liked it. It was a good story. But that's a very long intro to this. There's a trailer, apparently, for the next James Bond. Daniel Craig's not necessarily my favorite James Bond, even though Skyfall is now my favorite James Bond movie. I don't know that I have a particular favorite. They're all okay. I mean, none of them are really super outstanding to me. But anyway, so I'm curious to see if this is the one that has been in the news lately because of all the changes. So let's check it out and see. This is called a teaser trailer, you guys. Really? Oh. Really? Okay, I thought they were ending it, and I was like, really? So they're just showing him making it. It's not really. Okay, so this is just a behind the scenes type of thing. Well, okay. That was different for a teaser. They don't even really show you anything. They don't even tease the storyline. The only storyline that gets teased is location, maybe where he's at. Instead, they just show a montage of behind the scenes stuff, but it's put together in such a way that it seems like something is very like it's the actual movie. But okay, so this ran for just under a minute and a half. That actually kind of agitates me a little bit, to be honest, because I go in there watching. I go into this thing watching it expecting to get some sort of little narrative about the storyline. But no, all I get basically are, font words with April 2020, so we know when it's coming out, April 2020. And then just this, like I said, this montage of behind the scenes stuff put together with some really nice music. But nothing beyond that. So yeah, it's a teaser. I wouldn't even call it a trailer, but it's not really teasing anything in particular with regard to the story. It's only just teasing that it's just James Bond. I guess that qualifies as a teaser, but I don't think I've ever seen a teaser like this before. And so I'm feeling a little bit let down, you guys. I would have rather them just wait until they had something to tell us with regard to the narrative of the story, or the plot of the story. Even though some teasers, they don't even tell you that. You just see a bunch of stuff and you're completely clueless. So anyway, yeah, well, I don't know if I will even post this up, you guys, because I feel like it's not really much to react to. There was no information of substance to me. So that's kind of aggravating. Anyway, I'll see. I'll decide later. Find out. So maybe next time there will be an actual, real, honest-to-God trailer that we can watch. Because this was not it. All right. That's it, you guys. Nos vemos.